Hey, welcome back to the channel. Well, as you can see, I'll be doing another movie review. I've kind of not done a few of those lately, but I'm back today doing a movie review of the original Pet Cemetery. And I know at least one of my subscribers, um, they're probably turning off this review right about now because this movie scares them to death. But it's okay. It's just a review. It's not the actual movie, so try to stick around if you can. Anyway, that person knows who they are and they know what I'm talking about. But anyway, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. And please subscribe. Please click the bell, turn it on so that you can get notifications of when I upload and you don't miss a video. But anyway, let's get into the review of the original Pet Cemetery. Now, this movie I watched when I was about, I think I was around 11 or 12 years old. And honestly, this movie was very scary to me. It's not scary to me now, but it was when I was younger. And I just had trouble watching it when I was a kid. A lot of things about this movie scared me. Not so much the pet cemetery part where the animals come back, but it's the other stuff in the movie, like the little, like the little boy that comes back, their son Gage. That was creepy. Not only that, I think the one thing that topped it off the most for me was um, the man's wife in this had a sister, and she had meningitis, or she had some kind of sickness, and it was she was probably the scariest part of the movie. And his wife keeps having flashbacks of her and all kinds of crazy stuff. I mean, it was crazy. But just give you a quick rundown on this movie, just in case you haven't seen it. And by the way, if you haven't seen this movie, please go watch it and then come back and watch this review because it does contain spoilers. And so let's give a quick rundown about it. Basically, it's about this family who moves in to this house. I'm not sure the exact name of the town, but they move into this house next door to this man, and for some odd reason, his name in the movie is slipping my memory. Um, I cannot remember his name. I have not watched this movie in a while, so names and stuff like that I don't remember too well. But anyway, they move next door to him, and this family is a husband, wife, and their little daughter. And honestly, the little girl, the daughter, not a big fan of because she comes off as kind of whiny quite a bit, and just like an annoyance to me. But but other than that, it's I don't really have a problem. I mean, she's not that annoying, but she does have her moments where she is a little too whiny for my taste. But anyway, she wants a cat, and they get her a cat named Church. And this cat gets oh, before before I move on, I got to say the place that they moved into is like right close to the highway. Like I'm talking within feet, like a couple of feet. Like why in the world would you build a house so close to the highway? I don't get it. And big trucks constantly go back and forth on that highway, and they don't slow down for nothing or nobody. And so anyway, they get this little girl a cat, named Church, and I don't know. It's a pretty cute little cat, I guess. I mean, the color of the cat's kind of, but the cat is pretty cool. But the mother and daughter go to visit um, the mother's family, and while they're gone, the cat gets hit by one of the trucks and dies. And the next door neighbor, he knows about this place not too far from there called Pet Cemetery, where apparently everybody has um, buried their pets over the years. But there's a place beyond the Pet Cemetery that is the problem, because it's an ancient Indian burial ground, I do believe. And according to the legend that this next door neighbor tells them, um, the person who loses the loved one or animal or whatever, they have to bury their own. Basically, nobody can help. Otherwise the legend doesn't work. And basically what the legend is if he tells the husband, the next door neighbor tells the husband this big old long story about um, how if you bury something out in this place past the pet cemetery, it'll come back. And the thing was, and what brought this up was that the daughter called while they were away, and she was talking to her dad, and she asked about church and all this and that, and the husband couldn't really tell her what really happened because it break the little girl's heart, which I understand. You don't want to do that to a child, and so that's where he gets the idea of going and burying this cat out past the pet cemetery into this little burial ground area, and hoping that it'll come back and he won't have to tell her about the cat being dead. Well, he actually goes and does that. They travel up through the pet cemetery and into this into the burial ground area, and they bury the cat. And then a little while later, here comes the cat back, and it looks horrible. Like, you can tell this cat's been dead once before because it's all dirty. It's like you can see where the truck hit it. I mean, come on, people. Like, it's obvious this cat was dead. But anyway, so the cat, he just kind of wanders around and doesn't really do much of anything. It does kind of hiss at him quite a bit, at the husband quite a bit, and acts like he doesn't want to be near anybody, and that kind of stuff. And anyway, make a long story short, I don't want to tell all that because you need to go watch the movie for yourself if you haven't seen it. But basically, that's kind of how it all begins. And where the little boy comes in, unfortunately, sadly, he gets hit by one of the trucks because he wanders out into the road. And when they were all outside playing, and they weren't watching him as closely as they should have been, and he goes out into the road and gets hit and dies. And the husband gets this great idea of, let me go and bury him and see if he comes back. And the thing is when you bury them and they come back like evil and like they want to kill you and stuff like that. But he goes and buries him out there, and the boy comes back and he just wants to kill everybody, and it's pretty creepy. But anyway, don't want to tell you the whole freaking movie. But go check it out for yourself if you haven't seen it already. I just got to say that it's a darn good movie. I like it, and I definitely recommend it. Um, there is a man in this that apparently is like guiding the husband, and in some sort of way, and apparently he got killed early in the beginning of the movie, and it's all crazy. But I do definitely recommend it if you haven't seen it. I don't recommend you watching it with your kids if you have kids, because this movie is kind of scary, and I, it's up to you if you want to, but I would not show kids under 10 this this movie, because it is kind of scary in parts. But anyway, the things I liked about it, well, I liked the scary part about it. It had great scary moments. Um, the acting was really good. The next door neighbor was creepy. And plus, I loved his voice. He had the coolest sounding voice. And, the music was really good. It was just all around a good movie. The only thing I didn't like about it, like I said, was the daughter. She was a little whiny at times. Um, Honestly, I think that's about the only thing I didn't like about the movie, to be honest, because the rest of it was really good. Um, so please go check it out. I do recommend it. And if you want to see my other reviews, if you're new to this channel and you want to see my other movie reviews, I have all kind of movie reviews. So go check those out as well. And that's going to just about do it for this movie. I hope I'm not leaving anything out. If I am, I apologize. Um, I'm still new at doing movie reviews, so I may leave stuff out here and there. But so go check the movie out, and I guess that'll do it. So again, please leave a comment below if you like this movie. If you didn't like this movie, just leave a comment either way. And if you're new, please subscribe to the channel. Click the bell, turn on the notifications so you'll know when I am uploading each time. And once again, I appreciate all of you. And I will see you all in the next video.